Ads here from Herman Hits the Road. Welcome to Motorhome and Campervan News, March 2022. In this video I look at Undertaking now comes with a £100 fine and 3 points on your licence. Police warn of new crime trend in thefts of leisure vehicles. And people are using their motorhomes to help fleeing Ukrainians. You can find links to all the news articles in the video description, and I've also provided timestamps. Wait until the end of the video for bloopers and outtakes and let us know how much you enjoyed the video by leaving a comment or giving it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more of our videos, then why not subscribe and ring that notification bell. We're going to start off with more highway code news. I think we all know that you shouldn't overtake on the left in the UK, but this article from the Liverpool Echo now says that you could be fined. Highway code rule means drivers can be fined £100 while on the motorway and could also be given 3 penalty points. The highway code states people shouldn't undertake other motorists for being slow on the motorway. While there is now law about it, I'm sure that's a spelling mistake. Undertaking recklessly could see you hit with 3 penalty points and a £100 fine, either for careless driving or driving without due care and attention. Rule 268 of the Highway Code states, in congested conditions where adjacent lanes of traffic are moving at similar speeds, traffic in left-hand lanes may sometimes be moving faster than traffic to the right. In these conditions, you may keep up with the traffic in your lane, even if this means passing traffic in the lane to your right. Do not weave in and out of lanes to overtake. While there is no specific law prohibiting undertaking, it could easily be a dangerous manoeuvre which could be illegal. If a vehicle is travelling in the middle lane when the lane to its left is clear, the driver could be given a fixed penalty by police, and depending on the circumstances, any driver undertaking that vehicle on the left could also face a penalty. I think we already knew all about that, but now we know what the penalty is going to be. You may remember throughout last year's news, I mentioned many pilot schemes across the UK to test the idea of motorhomes parking overnight in council car parks. Well, we have an update to one of those pilot schemes. This from the Daily Record, the £100,000 motorhome scheme set to be expanded throughout Ayrshire. A motorhome parking pilot scheme has been deemed a success despite falling short of its expected financial projections. Councillors will now be asked to fork out over £100,000 to set the scheme up permanently and introduce another 3 sites for trial. In March 2021, South Ayrshire Council agreed to a pilot motorhome stopover at Ayr and Girvan. Vehicles were allowed to park in service bays for £5, restricted to 1 night. Councillors on the leadership panel will hear that income was just over £14,000 compared to almost £45,000 in setting up costs. The council had estimated income would be between £9,000 and £27,000 with an outlay of £30,000. Now the recommendation has been made to expand the scheme, including doubling the fee to £10 per night and allowing multiple day stays. The council claims this will increase income to be between £15,000 and £46,000. Councillors have also been asked to consider a further 3 pilot schemes: North Shore Road Car Park in Troon, Links Road Car Park in Prestwick and Foreland Car Park in Ballantry, with setting up costs of £35,000 on top of the £78,000 to make the other sites permanent. A report to the leadership panel stated that overall the trial scheme has proved a success. It recommends introducing permanent arrangements at Knockoushan Street Car Park in Girvan and Ayr Espeland car park, but stated that initially there was some resistance to the scheme from residents of streets located near the Esplanade car park. According to the North Wales Live website, it appears more and more leisure vehicles are being stolen. Caravan and campervan owners warned of worrying new crime trend in one part of North Wales. In recent weeks, 6 caravans have been stolen and some have been recovered across the border. Caravan and campervan owners in North East Wales have been put on high alert after a series of thefts. North Wales Police said it identified an emerging trend in caravan crimes across Wrexham County. In recent weeks, 6 caravans have been stolen, and it is known that at least some of them were taken across the border. At least some of them. That's very accurate, that is. That's a very good number. The most recent theft was in the Highfield area of Wrexham, where 2 caravans were taken sometime between February 18th to the 21st. Earlier this month, 2 more caravans disappeared in the county, and both were later recovered by police in Cheshire. In late January, 2 high-value touring caravans were also reported stolen from a storage facility in Wrexham. In a Facebook post, the North Wales Police Wrexham Rural team said all caravan and motorhome owners are urged to be vigilant around vehicle security and to report any suspicious behaviour by calling 101. We would also encourage all owners to register their caravans with a central registration and identification scheme. Amongst local leisure vehicle owners, there is a suspicion that a gang of thieves is operating in the area. In response to the police's warning, one owner claimed to know who was responsible. They said, "We know who these idiots are. They stole our caravan, but we had our own tracker in it and we were lucky, we got it back." So make sure you've got security locks on your leisure vehicles, folks, even if it's in storage. And get yourself a tracker, like this cheap one here. It could be the difference between losing or finding your vehicle. I've got 2 articles now about people using their motorhomes to help Ukrainians. This first one is from Hampshire Live. Andover couple take their motorhome to Ukraine to help people fleeing the country. They are also carrying over 1,000 kilograms of treats in the back of their vehicle. A couple from Hampshire have set off to Ukraine in their motorhome to help people fleeing the war-ravaged country. Laura Rice, 62, and her husband Ken, 65, from Andover are on their way to the Ukraine-Poland border with tea, food and supplies. That's very British, isn't it? Tea and biscuits. The pair, who have been travelling in their motorhome Molly, say they are happy to offer lifts if they can reach the country and that people are welcome to use their shower. Lara said, "We've always said to each other we'd love to give back to society because we feel that we've already had a lovely life and life has been good to us. Why don't we just go and take our motorhome, which is called Molly, and the 3 of us go and see what we can do. We also do have a hot shower in our van. We want to get there and say to people, what is it that you're needing at this moment in time?" Lara and her husband, who are aiming to reach the city of Szymanszal in southeast Poland, contacted Veterans in Action, a charity which helps veterans, to get an idea of where to go and what to take. With the help of neighbours, they've been able to get hold of plenty of warm clothing, such as hats and scarves, to distribute. The couple also work as directors of their son's confectionery outlet. He donated so much in the way of chocolate and sweets that they now have over 1,000 kilos of treats in the back of their van. That's a ton of chocolate. I hope they don't get pulled over for being overweight. The van, that is, not them. While the pair are self-funding their trip, they have organised a GoFundMe page with all the money going towards helping Ukrainians once they arrive. It has so far raised over £5,000, which is their target. Lara said they will stay for up to 2 weeks before they have to return, but they said there is no reason they would not come back. If I could see someone just having a hot shower who for a week hasn't seen a shower or hot water, it would make both of us so happy, she said. What will happen when we get there? It's unknown to all of us. But if we can help a couple of families along the way, you know, success. I found their GoFundMe page and I'll leave a link in the video description. Lara has been updating it daily and it's very heartwarming. As I'm writing this, they are about to cross the border. I wish them all the very best of luck. Next, from the ITV website, Northeast man travels 1,300 miles in campervan to deliver aid for people fleeing the Ukraine war. Ed Blackbird drove for 3 days across Europe to Poland in his hired motorhome after being moved by scenes of women and children forced from their homes as a result of the Russian invasion. On arriving at the Poland-Ukraine border, he told ITV Time Tees he has seen families who had lost their homes and businesses. He said, there are lots and lots of young kids, 3-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 10-year-olds, lots of women and a few guys. They've left houses behind, they've left businesses behind, families, mums, dads and brothers. It's exactly why I've come. I'll get back home and we'll assess the situation and I might come back. He has delivered hundreds of items donated by the local community. For his journey, he placed a letter and a cuddly toy donated by a 4-year-old girl called Phoebe on his dashboard to keep him focused on the task. In the letter, she wrote, I'm so sad to hear about the terrible things happening in your country. Whenever you're feeling sad, please cuddle hope. Sending lots of love and kisses from Phoebe. He said he was touched by the generosity of the community, but particularly by Phoebe's letter. Scheme set to be expanded throughout Ayrshire, south of streets located near the Escabland car park. Esplanade. Esplanade. I read it wrong before as well. Oh God. At Notcushion Street car park in Girvan and there is a suspicion that a gang of thieves is operating in the area. In response to the sorry. No shit, Sherlock. That is so obvious. To reach the city of Sheminshal, Shemishal, such as hats and scarves to distribute. I can't say a word again. Plenty of warm clothing such as hats and scarves to distribute. Again. While the pair are self-funding, but if we can help a couple of families along the way, you know, that's six. Another word. It's always the last word. Success. That went down the wrong hole. Right. That's it for this month. Like, subscribe and ring the bell. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.